What is up today, guys? My name's Hidden Zed and welcome back to my channel. Today what we're going to do is be playing some Destiny 2 and going over my top 5 exotics for the Warlock. Let's get into it. No, but honestly guys, welcome back to the channel. It feels really good to actually be doing a video again. I haven't done one in a long time and I'm starting to get back into it, starting to get the motivation in. So basically, as you heard earlier, what we're going to be doing is going through our top 5 exotics for the Warlock. Hopefully this should be a 3-part series, one for the Warlock, one for the Titan, and one as well for the Hunter. So I just figured the Warlock's my least favorite character, so I figured I might as well just get that one out of the way first. But either way, that's what we're going to do today. So feel free to drop a like, comment if you haven't before, and subscribe if you would like to for hopefully some more content. I can't really guarantee anything. I've been really busy lately, but either way, we're going to go ahead and get into it. So number 5 on my list, guys, is going to be the Ophidian Aspect. This one has a perk called Cobra Totemic, which makes it so that weapons ready and reload faster, and your melee damage is also increased. You can see right now, this right here is the reload speed on the Midnight Coup with the Ophidian Aspect on. And then we're going to go ahead and change it back to the regular armor set. And you can tell there's such a significant difference. I mean, when you're looking at it and when you're playing in the long run, like, you'll notice that your movement and your gunplay is going to be a lot faster. So I usually use this typically in PvP, especially with the melee range. Mainly because I'm a dick and I like to play meta. But yeah, so this one's definitely my number 5. It would be a bit higher if it wasn't for the fact that there are a lot of good exotics for the Warlock. So mainly that just comes to the boots and a couple headpieces. But other than that, let's go ahead and get into number 4. So number 4 on my list is actually going to be fairly controversial. I know not a lot of people like this one, and I personally love it. There's just not a lot of people that typically run it. They usually switch it out for the number 3 on my list, which you'll see here in a moment. But my number 4 is going to be the Stag. I have the ornament on it currently, so that's why it doesn't look like the normal piece. But it has a perk called Dearly Departed. So it grants rift energy when you are critically wounded, and on your death it creates a brief healing rift on your corpse. The main reason I use this is for raids. This thing is absolutely perfect for raids. There's another exotic as well that you'll use a lot more. But basically what this is if you have this and you're critically wounded, you're going to gain a shit ton of rift energy. If you see now, that Nearly Departed is going to activate, and that gives me about 66% of my rift. So if you have 2 Warlocks, one of them is running another exotic, and you're running the Stag, and you're just kind of constantly taking damage in a sense, you can just keep placing down rifts almost in an infinite manner. This is really helpful for damage phases for most to all bosses, and honestly I love it. I typically pair this with like a Storm Trance just in case. Like in case something happens, just landfall head on. But either way, that's my number 4 pick, and we're going to go ahead and get on to our number 3. So the number 3 on my list is going to be the exotic that I run when I'm not in a raid or I don't need anything specific, and that is going to be Transversive Steps. This one basically just increases movement. It has Strange Protractor, and while sprinting, movement speed is increased and energy weapons are automatically reloaded. I'll be honest, I don't typically use too many energy weapons. I mainly just run kinetic, but there is one thing to know about this exotic is it doesn't reload entirely. It only reloads to like a specific amount. So basically the more you sprint, that's going to keep reloading. I want to say it reloads by 4 each time. I want to say it's 4 or 5. So because I know I'm testing it out now, and I start at 1, and I believe it takes me about 15 seconds or so to actually not even 15 seconds, about like 10 to 12 to fill up the entire mag. So either way, I just love this for the movement speed. It lets you move so quickly, and honestly, it's very underrated how movement is in this game. Like, you feel like such a better player, and it kind of raises the cap on your skill the faster you can move, and it really helps you out in the long run. But either way, that's going to be my number 3, and we're going to go ahead and get on to the top 2 real quick. So my number 2 pick when it comes to Warlock exotics is mainly just because of a personal bias of mine. My favorite super for the Warlock in the game is the Storm Trance, the Storm Collar, and the best exotic to pair with that is the Crown of Tempest. So this one basically just kind of rebuilds your super. It has conduction times, arc ability kills, increase the recharge rate of your arc abilities, and extend the duration of your super. So say for example, if you throw a pulse nade and you get a couple kills, that's going to give you more energy when it comes to your next pulse nade. If you get a melee, that's going to give you some more energy for your melee and your grenade as well. And the main thing that this is used for is with the super duration. So the best thing this is for raids and for lately the Whisper of the Worm quest, just for clearing ads, taking rooms out, and mainly just add DPS and clearing a lot of things out in a short amount of time. It comes only second when it comes to ad clearing to, I would probably say, a Raiden Flux Arc Staff from the Hunter. But when it comes to the Warlock, this is definitely second to none if you're trying to run ad duty and everything like that. So, once again, this is all just a personal bias of mine. I just fucking love the weapon. I love the exotic. I love the weapons you can run with it. But either way, we're going to go ahead and get on to an honorable mention real quick, and then we'll get on to number 1. Yes, this is Crucible footage. Yes, this footage is on a Titan. Do not fucking judge me, even though this video is about a Warlock. But our honorable mention is going to be the Sunbracers. The only reason that that is not within my top 5 is because I almost despise the Dawnblade. And that's really the reason that I don't really run a Warlock too often. Is because I'm not too fond of all of their supers. So it's not as versatile as the other things that I'm able to run and everything like that. But basically what the Sunbracers do is if you get a grenade kill, that automatically refills your grenade again. And if you get a melee kill, that gives you, I want to say it's about a 10-second time where you can just chuck unlimited grenades. So it's very good for ad damage. It's very good for boss damage as well. Because if you're running the, what's it called? I want to say it's called Incendiary, or basically the Solar Vortex nade and everything like that, which is technically one of the highest DPS grenades in the game. You can do a shit ton of damage. But other than that, it's just it's really good. I just don't really have any use for it. But that's the reason why that is an honorable mention. But let's go ahead and get on to the number 1, where if you play a Warlock, you probably know which one I'm about to say. So if you haven't guessed it already, our number 1 is going to be the Lunafaction Boots. Now this thing is absolutely overpowered when it comes to raids, mainly for the Void Step boss and also for the damage phase. This thing has a perk called Alchemical Etchings. Your rifts gain additional abilities to automatically reload allies' weapons, and the Empowering Rift makes your weapons effective over a longer range. So this, when it comes to the range, it's hard to tell from here, but it more than doubles the effective range of a weapon. I think it's about 2.5 times the effective range, actually. And other than that, it's absolutely amazing. Like I said, the main times I use this are if I'm running just a raid. Damage phase for Callus, damage phase for Argus. Definitely always put this rift onto an Empowering. And then also the Bathers in the center. And if you are in Callus doing Void Room, it is absolutely amazing. So it refills all of your allies' weapons, so it's kind of like a rally barricade for the Titan, but with a larger range, in a sense, if that's the word I'm looking for. Like a larger distance that everybody can use. But either way, that is going to be it for us today. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I should have a lot more videos coming out. I'm actually feeling the whole posting videos shit and liking it, and really the main thing I'm playing is Destiny 2 as of lately. So I'll probably play some Destiny 2 when Black Ops 4 comes out. I'll play a shit ton of that, but other than that, that's gonna be it. So like I said, feel free to stay tuned for the next couple of videos, and I will catch you guys all within the next one. Peace.